Andrew and his dinosaur-like pet Saxon are passing through the woods. Saxon flies proudly between the trees. "Don't you have a family that misses you?" asks Andrew. Saxon nods. He points to the lower part of the woods. "My dad lives that way," he says. "I want to meet him," says Andrew. "Let's go." Andrew follows Saxon through the dense woods. They arrive at a large lake. Saxon points to the water. "Your dad lives in the lake?" Andrew asks. Saxon nods. He sounds a loud roar. Big bubbles start surfacing. It looks like the water is boiling. A giant dinosaur-like creature appears. It sees Saxon and smiles. Saxon flies over and hugs his dad. Dad is surprised by Saxon's new wings. Then he turns and spots Andrew. Now he looks angry. Saxon's dad thinks that Andrew is a human, and he doesn't like humans. They pollute his lake. Saxon says that Andrew is a good friend. His dad relaxes when he sees that Andrew is just an ogre. "And I'm good at helping others," says Andrew. "That is nice," smiles Saxon's dad. "My name is Barley." "So, how did you meet my son?" asks Saxon's dad. Andrew tells Barley everything that happened at the ogre lair and how Saxon got his wings. Barley is pleased. Then he gets serious. He points out in the lake. "Do you see that boat out there?" In the middle of the lake floats a boat with 2 men in it. "They fish here every day, and that is fine with me," says Barley. He looks sad. "But they pollute the lake." Andrew understands why Barley is sad. "Can't you do something?" he asks. "I'm afraid of humans," says Barley. Andrew thinks. "I got it!" he yells excitedly. He tells Barley and Saxon his plan. Barley dives into the lake. Shortly after, Barley reappears with lots of mud and garbage. "I also need a boat," says Andrew. Barley points to a canoe hidden in some bushes. "Perfect," says Andrew. "Let's begin." "Hey, who's that?" says one of the men in the boat. They turn toward Andrew. "Hello, friends," yells Andrew. He waves. "I can see that you're dumping garbage in the lake. That's not good for nature." The 2 men laugh. "What's that to you, wimp?" one of them says. "Maybe nothing," answers Andrew. "But you'll wake up the garbage monster if you keep at it." The 2 men laugh loudly. "There's no such thing as a garbage monster. Leave before we dump you in the water, kid." Andrew sails away. "I warned you." One of the men dumps a bottle in the water. The water begins to surge around the boat. "What's happening?" he yells. "It's like we're caught in a storm, but there's no wind." The garbage monster rises out of the waves. It roars so loud that both men fall out of the boat. "Oh no!" yells Andrew from his canoe. "If you don't want to get eaten, you better clean the lake up." The giant garbage monster nods. "We'll do it," says one of the men. "Just don't eat us." Saxon and his dad get garbage from the bottom of the lake. The 2 men collect it. "When you pollute the lake, it hurts plants and animals," says Andrew. "We totally get it," says one of the men. "Yes," says the other. "We promise to take good care of nature from now on." "But we would like to be friends with Barley, So we can still fish here, says one of the men. Barley whispers something to Andrew. Andrew nods and turns to the two men. If you promise to bring your garbage home with you, you are always welcome to fish here. Andrew smiles. And Barley will help you catch the big fish. They have fun together for the rest of the day.